Welcome, everybody, to the Give It podcast for blerds, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your host, the most, myself, Spartan, show guy Joe, Tafari TV. Gentlemen, it is the weekend. How we feeling?
Still in recovery. Con crud is trying to get me, but I think I'm doing a good job of fighting it off. Orange juice has been helpful.
Nice. Oh yeah, I was gonna say you and the other side of Blerd Station definitely did run the gauntlet of BlerdCon and may have actually saved it. At least that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Joe, how about yourself?
I function.
You function. We survived. I will take that.
Working 7 days a week sucks.
Oh yeah, that's why I can't tell you enough why that is a terrible idea, but that's neither here nor there. But as you can see, guys, we are a little bit leveled upside. We do try to watch our language on this show, but let's be honest, it's the weekend. Words are definitely going to fly in some situations. At the same time, we do show video game and movie trailers that might be too intense for younger viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. Aside from that, welcome. So, yeah, we're all recovering. Of course, Tafari did come from BlerdCon. Of course, Joe, because the healthcare professional is always in demand, and I got kids, so we're all tired in some way or form. That being said, we do got some news. We'll start with Nintendo because Nintendo decided to give us, two surprises. One of them being a new game from Yoshi called Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. If you haven't seen it, here's a trailer.
One day, on the island where the Yoshis live, a talking encyclopedia named Mr. E falls from the sky. His pages are full of strange creatures to discover. Like this one. Let's dive in and see if we can find out more about it in its natural habitat. There it is. Not the tastiest creature. It's a little on the bitter side. Discoveries like these will be marked on the page. It seems to like blowing bubbles, which you can hop inside. It looks like they'll pop after a while, though. This creature can also hitch a ride on Yoshi's back. Walking around with it seems to produce a lot of bubbles. By doing this, Yoshi can jump from bubble to bubble to reach higher places. Looks like we found some apples growing up here. The creature ate it. Its colour has changed, and its bubbles are much bigger now too. What if we try feeding it something else? Now it's pink and producing heart-shaped bubbles. As you conduct your research, new discoveries will lead to new avenues of exploration, which lead to even more discoveries. There's still so much to learn about this creature alone, so keep experimenting. Once you've discovered a creature, you'll of course need to name it. Invent a name yourself, or hear Mr. E's suggestion.
Tommy, Cardi.
Let's use Mr. E's suggestion this time. All of your discoveries will be noted within the pages of the encyclopedia. As you make discoveries, you'll earn stars. And as your star tally increases, new pages will open up, filled with new critters to investigate. There are many strange creatures to examine in this mysterious encyclopedia. How many discoveries will you make? Yoshi and the Mysterious Book launches May 21st, only on Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, that was actually the trailer for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book as it comes out May 21st for Nintendo Switch 2. It's different. I am not going to tell this lie. I have not played a Yoshi game in the last 10 years.
Yoshi's Island on like the NES. That was about it, and that was
Yeah.
a Mario. That was a Mario title technically.
That's pretty much. I'm not even going to speculate. That's how long it's been for me. But would I play it? It does kind of give a Paper Mario feel. Not gonna tell. I mean, it does. It does kind of give me a Paper Mario vibe.
A little bit with the Spider-Verse kind of keyframes there, like with the animation and how it's moving.
Yeah, I will say that it's like it does kind of give that instruction, and then it does kind of have that. What's that other Mario game that was kind of like that? Shoot. I want to say it was kind of like Sunshine. I cannot say for certain, but I'll be honest with you. Yoshi does deserve a game. Does deserve an updated title, especially for the Switch 2. I'm not against it. I think it would be great. I think Joe may have dropped off. He might be.
Yeah, I feel like they're forcing it with the Switch. I feel like that doesn't look resource heavy enough to be a Switch 2 only title, and I feel like you're taking a gamble on trying to make it just for Yoshi to be a Switch 2. Like,
roll tide, Bama.
What's up, Bama? Like, but yeah, I feel like I get it. You're trying to get to the next console because everybody's been taking a hurry up for years, but like it doesn't need to be that forced.
It really doesn't. But Joe, now that you're back, what do you think of Yoshi's Mysterious Book? We can't hear you, Joe. Oh, still can't hear you whistling. I see you whistling, but I can't hear nothing. There we go.
We're good.
Now you're good.
I think it knocked my camera offline is what I think.
Yoshi took you out.
It's a oddly educational game where you do zoology and the levels seem to be the creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Unique, but all right, it's Nintendo. They like doing weird stuff, so I'm there for it.
Very much. I always say, Bama, they need to make another Punch-Out game. Not unless Tyson's on board, because let's be honest, the last Punch-Out game involved him, and good Lord, that was what? The last Punch-Out?
Super Punch-Out had nothing to do with Mike Tyson.
I thought it was a part of it.
No, that's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the Nintendo.
No, I thought Super Punch-Out included him.
No.
Okay, then I'm mistaken. Although, again, could a Punch-Out game, real quick, could a Punch-Out game really work for the Switch 2?
Yes.
I mean, I'm saying this because we already had Wii Sports Boxing. So in my mind, all you're doing is putting a different skin on it. You're doing Wii Sports, but you're just putting Wii Sports skin and just giving it Super Punch-Out. But again, I could be wrong. They could go completely different. I'm just saying. But the other news that we got from the Nintendo Direct was the final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Again, if you haven't seen it, here it is.
There's a huge universe out there. With a lot of galaxies.
We gotta get everyone out of here. Go, go, go! Mamma mia.
demand that you release my father.
Over my dead body.
Fine with me.
My Koopas! Your king has returned! Long live the king!
The Bowser name shall be feared once more!
Oh no! Everyone calm down.
Toad, pack our things.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Oh, princess, you're going to regret that.
Hello, maggots.
Oh, that is a couple weeks out.
Yeah, definitely that. April 1st is when the Super Mario Galaxy movie will be in theaters. Definitely liking this. I'm still going to stick with it. I think we're going to see other Nintendo characters in this.
Well, they already gave us a teaser, like Rob the robot
Yeah.
is going to be in this. I would not be surprised if it's Fox. I'm also noticing Rosalina is like all her scenes are separate, so I'm hoping this isn't like her telling a story of like journeys past, and we just never see her and the Mario gang like cross paths, because it's starting to feel like what we're getting.
Yeah. Although if I do see Link in this movie, I'm gonna be like, Nintendo may finally decide to do the thing, and if they do decide to do the thing, I'm not gonna complain. But Joe, any thoughts on Super Mario Galaxy?
I mean, I'm definitely going to go see it. I think I'd go safe to say with everybody in this thing.
Mhm.
I'm going to guess different worlds have different abilities, because when they go to the Dino Galaxy, it's Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, unless that super scope they're carrying is an infantizer.
Mm-hmm. Which it could be.
The Mario Party world also is run by Wart, who's Robert Guzman.
So I'm not. I mean, oh, all right. Oh, what's his face? I keep on thinking when you said Robert Guzman. I can never. It took me a while to put the face with the
current
face.
Gomez Adams.
Yeah. It took me a second.
The last one did $1 billion, so I'm sure this will do just well. Hopefully.
Yeah, which I'm not gonna knock, but I just thought it was. I just like I said, if Nintendo does
The
break
only thing
the
I
fourth
need them to do less is less needle drops.
Yeah.
Although I'm not going to be surprised if they do somewhere in this thing is a Starman from Ziggy Stardust.
Of course, might as well. I just want to see different. I just want to see other characters from the Nintendo universe get put into this. But
yeah, if we show if they establish the Smash universe as like a galaxy versus like a planet, I would be curious in that. I would love to get a Fox cameo and finally like, hey, we also remember this IP exists. Because I feel like Fox could be his own franchise of films, if not an anime.
Right.
Just with the story of those base 3 games alone. But we shall see.
But how many times can they retell the first game in movie form?
So for me, that's something like, I don't think I want a movie. Give me a series. Give me 3 seasons. Give me season 1, 64, season 2, Adventure, season 3, Assault. And which anything, it also would be messed up if we find out that's James McCloud, and he's like, yeah, that's my friends Pigma and Peppy. We're off to go stop this guy named Andros. It's just like,
if you could do a Battlestar Galactica, you could do Star Fox in the same format. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, they could also give us a James McCloud story or a James McCloud cameo, and I don't know, a slightly older or young adult Fox is somewhere waiting to take the mantle. So
I'm not against it. I like the idea, but like I said, Nintendo, we know y'all got your hands full, but we'll get to that story momentarily because it has a trailer. But we also must cover this as well because unfortunately for High Guard, it's grand opening, grand closing. They are going to be, as of yesterday, I should say, they have permanently shut down. Let's be honest. We all said this. We all said the same thing when we saw High Guard during the Video Game Awards. We all said the same thing that, if it had a different launch, because we said it best, when you're the last thing that is shown on a very watched award show, and you get the coveted last spot, you're supposed to come out the gate firing. Unfortunately, High Guard did not, and at the same time, folks saw problems with it. There were some various patches. They tried to do their best. They even included a new character, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Players playing it. The number of subs have dropped, and the decision was just made that we are going to shut down High Guard as of yesterday. Now, again, do I think High Guard was a bad game? No, I don't think it wasn't. I just think that, again, it really should have been labeled as an indie game, not a big budget game, when you had the makers, the same guys who did Apex Legends, the same guys who did Titanfall, and it wasn't Titanfall 3, which, again, that's what we freaking want. But when you label it like that, and then, we get a game like High Guard, I'm going to be honest with you, High Guard didn't get the same indie treatment that Apex Legends did. And Apex Legends is still going. And Apex Legends is now in season 11, 12, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think it's in season 12. But what I'm getting at is, guys, and those that are watching, High Guard just, like I said, you put something that wasn't ready to be top tier, it wasn't top tier. And now, unfortunately, and like I said, I hate to see developers, programmers, coders lose their jobs and things of that nature. But again, this game could have been great. I just think that, calling it great before it actually is great, that was the downfall of this game. But anything else you want to add to anybody else? Tafari, Joe, anything else you want to add to this?
Yeah, no, I fully blame Jeff Keighley for this. He set these people up for failure. Learn to read the fucking room, man. Like, I don't know how much he does as far as like the lineup. Somebody should have told him this does not need to go last, especially after the fact that you had that whole statue in the desert thing, that should have been the biggest contender for going last because that had the most hype and buzz around it. This was just thrown in there at the end as the closer, and I ain't gonna lie, Game Awards kind of doomed this shit on arrival.
Yeah, and I hate to say that. I mean, that the truth of it is that's exactly what happened. It was DOA before it actually had a fair shot. And exactly, Bama should have dropped it like it did Apex Legends, but it's still now. See, I don't think it would have failed. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna toss it to Joe. Joe, I don't mean to interrupt you and step on your spot, but I don't think it would have failed if it had the same pitch opening like Apex Legends did. Because for a lot of people that don't remember, Apex Legends was not on the Video Game Awards main thing. It was on the pre-show. And the thing about it was just that it did have a little bit of fanfare, had a little bit of devs talking, but you guys also got to think, over the years, Apex Legends was not seen as a top tier game. It was like, oh, it's an indie dev game. Yes, it has its issues, but as they got better, as they started patching, as they introduced more legends, then it was like, oh crap, this is actually fun. But it wasn't given the top tier. That's why Apex Legends was able to survive. High Guard, unfortunately, was labeled as we're Titanfall. And you know what's Titanfall? It's like Tafari said, you had Jeff come out and pretty much say this game is going to, he kind of did what The Rock did to DC during Black Adam. The whole thing, the hierarchy of power is about to change.
I didn't fully realize Rock was like trying to Suge Knight the entire DC world. I was like, this is a very oddly aggressive promo for someone playing a villain. Like, what? Like, I was curious to see the movie, but I'm just like, this feels oddly aggressive and like self-centered when you are competing with Wakanda Forever. Like there should be more of a tie-in to this being a Shazam villain and whatnot. Like, I don't get this whole shift in power. Like, it's Black Adam. Like, why are we? It feels like we're taking a weird angle. I had no idea Rock was like behind the scenes trying to. Yeah, I didn't know he was behind the scenes trying to stronghold DC like that.
Oh yeah, he was trying to be what Gunn is now. That's about the best way I could put that. It also came out a year after Concord. It's still fresh in a lot of people's mind. Concord again. Concord, that was the same problem. Concord was not a complete game. Concord actually was similar to games that are already out, and then it made nothing stand from it. So when people saw Concord, it was like, we've played this. Why do we need to play you? But I'm sorry, Joe. Did you have any thoughts on High Guard's closing its game down from yesterday?
I want to know why they made the team crunch to put out a season 1 on the day it ended. I want to know why it launched in a season 0 status for zero reason when they could have just taken the time to do more testing and more quality control checks to see if this was up to snuff. Game Awards aside, like, there was honestly nothing special about this game. I tried it for 2 hours. There was just either 3-man or 8-man deathmatch. There was nothing special that stood out, nothing different from any other game of this type. Why put the staff through all that when you know you're shutting down like a day of or day after seeing version 1? Like, why?
And that was the messed up part. But I agree, fully agree. But yeah, like we said, what do you say, Bama? The Rock hurt Shazam. I can't say it was all The Rock. I would have to say more. I think it's more self-inflicted by the star of Shazam. I'm gonna leave it at that. But moving right along with the trailers, we do have Digimon Storytime Stranger. The DLC is called Anti-Paradox. I have yet to hear about the DLCs, but Joe, I know you played Storytime Stranger. Does this sound familiar, or you haven't had a chance to look at this yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, well, it's going to be new to us all. Well, this is the trailer for the newest DLC from Digimon Storytime Stranger. Sorry. This is called Anti-Paradox.
Digimon Elimination?
The X program can also be called the Digimon Elimination Program.
A fight between Digimon?
There are too many Digimon in the world. It can't be helped that some aren't fit to survive.
This one doesn't possess the X antibody. It could never hope to defeat us chosen Digimon.
Why can't we work together? Even at a time like this?
Kuga, don't be an idiot! What good will it do for you to steal that data?
Why is it that you have so much talent, yet refuse to use it for what's right?
Parallelmon!
Fools, did you really fail to notice me?
Doraemon!
Watching you.
I could hear all your voices. Now that we stand together, we have nothing to fear.
The game is on its 3rd DLC already?
Yeah, looks like it. Episode Pack 3 comes out March 12th, so yesterday. So this is actually as of yesterday for the PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and Steam. I guess we must have missed the other ones. Dang. It does look pretty. I mean, it does look pretty cool, and it looks like that's a story into itself. But yeah, I could say we missed it. Joe, have you caught up with this, or are you about much in the dark as we are?
No, I know what the base story is because this is kind of a gentle retelling of the X-Antibody movie and focuses on the rise of Alphamon.
Okay.
Who is one of the Royal Knights, but he's kind of like the Dark Black Knight. Well, I'm using that term loosely because he turns into a black armored knight Digimon. But yeah, there it is. Because we get the past stuff and the alternate timeline. We get the high school delinquent storyline, and we get the X-Antibody storyline.
Okay.
Huh. All right. I'm about to say that makes sense because I was like,
Because
I did
all
not know.
these versions of the Digimon are all their X-Antibody forms.
Gotcha. Okay, because I did not realize that already is 3 episodes out about this. 2 of them already out. But good to know. But yeah, so if you have been playing Digimon Storytime Stranger, please let us know. Because I mean, it looks cool. I know Joe has played it. I haven't played it. Tafari hasn't played it, but let us know what your comments are, and let us know what you think in the comments. But that also being said, we do got to do a little bit of news before we get to the next trailer, because EA, I don't understand you. And I say that because not only because you're now owned by the Saudis, but this story here, where EA lays off staff across all Battlefield studios following a record-breaking Battlefield 6 launch. Again, for all those that don't know, Battlefield 6 and Battlefield RedSec currently have the highest player subs for PvP games. Now, you would think because EA is now under the control of the Saudis, and unfortunately, it is what it is, they decided that even though with high success, that yes, we can cut our staff. That alone makes no sense, especially in Battlefield. Just because Battlefield 6 has been very successful and it's still successful. And yet, if you're going to lay off, from what they sit there and said, all 4 studios will be having layoffs as part of a realignment across the Battlefield studios. And I just think that, okay, and you had a game like Battlefield 6, which again, like I said before, was very successful. You just now cut the staff. What do you think is going to happen to the game now? Because I'm sorry, and I don't wish this upon Battlefield 6, because Call of Duty, I'm not feeling Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7, I'm just like, nah, it's not for me.
I keep forgetting that game is out. I feel like COD drops and then just no one talks about it. Like that's y'all want to talk about Steam numbers and shit so bad. That's the game y'all need to be clocking.
Right. EA is now, that explains that went heel. Yeah. I mean, it only went heel because, well, they got focused on profits now. But I do think what's going to wind up happening is that now that you cut the Battlefield staff for Battlefield 6, I think that Battlefield 6 might suffer a little bit. And I'm not saying it's going to suffer the way of Highguard. I'm sorry. Battlefield has got too much of a long-standing history for it to go the way of Highguard. But do I think with the loss of staff, is Battlefield 6 going to be affected? Absolutely. And unfortunately, it is going to hurt player subs. And say y'all could pull a Helldivers and actually listen to your community and actually be successful. That's just me. But fellas, are we surprised about EA pulling this move, or is it just that EA's already got a low enough bar? It's not like they can't go any lower, or is it just me?
I don't know. Maybe it's new management, but I mean, everyone's getting laid off. They laid off half the Highguard team like a couple weeks ago. So I don't know if this is EA. I don't know if this is the Saudis. I don't know if this is a bunch of EAs going Splinter Cell before they get fully bought out.
Right.
But I just hope the game doesn't suffer because Battlefield 6 is hot right now. Like, they have a consistent player base. And I would just hate to see it go downhill because y'all just felt like it.
Right. Although Bama says, I wish they would bring back EA Big. They should. A lot of successful titles came from EA Big. And I'm not complaining about that. NBA Street, I was gonna say NBA Street, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Then you had Blitz. Then you had you actually had several ones. I'm trying to think of all of them, but there was a soccer game too. I can't think of that one. But what I'm getting at is in SSX. Thank you, Bama. That's the other one I was trying to think of. But what I'm getting at with EA with the layoffs, it just unfortunately, like I said, it could be a sign of the times because let's be honest, the way things are going in the outside world, which we will not talk about a certain man at a certain address in a certain place, could be the cause of it. But what I'm getting at is it could be the way of things. I just think that whenever it's EA, EA has always been profits over people, but that's just me. But Joe, anything else you want to add to that?
TA, what do you want? They're just going to do it again. So let's bring back EA Big just so they can lay off more people.
You know what? I wouldn't mind EA Big because the only game I want from it is Def Jam. I want Def Jam Fight for New York. Or better yet, just a different version of the Def Jam fighting game. Although I would like the older version.
We've got a different version of the Def Jam fighting game. That's what killed Def Jam.
Well, Icon, but
I was like, Icon killed Def Jam. Icon killed Def Jam so bad everybody went back to play Fight for New York.
Yeah, because who thought it was a good idea that hey, you can remix the environment to hurt your opponent? I don't know whose idea that was, but
which and the realistic look didn't serve it well. Like the cartoonish look for Ice-T and all those guys and Crow and Snoop Dogg, that worked. They tried to get everyone was trying to do that graphical upgrade that every game was doing when it came for the 360 and the PS3, and it just wasn't working for Icon.
Yeah,
like even the Sonic 06 models were they were all kind of like tall, human sized, and lanky, and I didn't hate it, but I'm like, okay, everybody's trying to do like their glow up for this next gen, but it wasn't necessarily needed. But also that game sells fast. My store down here had a copy of what is it? Fight for New York, which let me see how much it's sold for, but I think it didn't make it like within the hour.
Oh, it probably got gone. It probably had new age pricing. I guarantee it. Would it go for 60?
Oh, I know it sold for a lot. I know it was sold for like a ridiculous ass price.
See.
Let me see. Yeah, Def Jam Fight for New York Greatest Hits, $525.
Damn.
At least online. I know that's on the online price. I know they had another copy in store that was Black Label. That's for the greatest hits. The Black Label copy probably was more, but they posted like, yeah, we got a copy of Fight for New York, and they're like, not anymore. That shit was gone in the hour, and I'm like, who just came in and dropped like 5 stacks on it? Or 500s on that?
I got so many questions, but hey, if you got it, flaunt it, I guess. Yeah, Bama, somebody paid $500 for Def Jam Fight for New York a copy of Fight for New York. So that goes to tell you, that tells you a lot. But what else tells you a lot, guys, is you guys remember Power World. Y'all guys remember Power World and how we sat there and said, oh, the Nintendo and Pokemon Company are going to sue the hell out of them. And you thought for a second nobody else could get multiple people to sue your product all at the same time. We have found a new challenger. Enter Pikmin. And when we play the trailer, you will understand why so many people will probably be suing them. Okay, so I know it says wish list on Steam, but all I gotta sit there and say, guys, oh, I'm sorry, there was more. Wait a minute, we're not done. There's more. Okay.
What is it? Was it Pikachu with Johnny Bravo hair? And then what was that Pokemon? Was that
No, that was just Calamity Ganon.
I was gonna say it's Calamity Ganon.
Calamity Ganon
mixed in with like Groudon and Entei.
Mm-hmm.
And with the future release plan for Nintendo Switch feels like just a big middle finger.
Oh man, I count at least 4 companies that are gonna be suing Pikmin.
Apparently, there are artists that are starting to show that their work was stolen by this company on X and Blue Sky.
This has to be a distraction. Like this has to be. I don't believe this is a game. I fully believe this is just a concept trailer, and this is to distract us from something else in the gaming world. Like there's no way this is real.
I'm just saying, they really went for it. They really went for it, and I'm just like the references. Like, okay, let me say this about Power World. Okay, Power World knew off the bat they were copying Pokemon. They knew it, and somehow still managed to beat them in court. This, oh no, this is like summoning this. What was that comment that we saw Tafari under this one?
What does it say? Try not to. Oh, they said the Nintendo lawyers are dropping in like hell divers on this entire IP.
Yeah, because I'm just like, why? It is so blatantly obvious. And yes, we wanted to play this trailer because again, we know. I'm sorry, if this thing makes it to Steam and it gets released and people can play it, they have proven nothing is impossible. I'm just gonna call it what it is. They will prove that nothing is freaking impossible if this gets by Nintendo and Pokemon Company. And I'm just saying, wow, just freaking wow. But I will say this: if you are interested in this, go for it. There's really no other way I could put that because wow, you gotta you know what? Either you got to have amazing backing, or for the simple fact of the matter, you have to believe you can just win this in court. You have to.
Either that, or everyone's watching how punk the Nintendo is because the White House has just been giving them the middle finger for the last couple of weeks, and
that's true.
I ain't gonna. Whoever's running the White House account on Twitter may or may not be an actual psychopath. Because I ain't gonna. The pop culture references are cool. Just not when they're being used for pure evil. And I'm just like, if this was just a regular guy on the internet, Nintendo would have had those videos taken down immediately. But it's the fact that like they're just going to IGN posts like Nintendo denies claims or shares or refutes use. I'm like, go send the cease and desist like you do everyone else. Like, how are they getting away with this? Like, I watched like a Wii bowling video turn into like a bomb strike on a truck full of people. Like, what? How is this allowed? Y'all have taken people down for less. How is this not getting like yanked?
You would think. But Joe, what do you think?
I mean, Shueisha's getting ready to come after them for using Dragon Ball in their news propaganda video.
Yep. But just holy crap, there's just
after this, I don't know how they're not getting sued. I mean, there's like
if this was a reaction channel, you'd be dead at midnight. Like the ninjas would be at your door by the time this camera cuts off. I don't know what is taking them so long to just strike the White House account. Because I have seen Pokemon videos, I have seen Master Chief, I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen like a bunch of IP that just are not allowed being used for like terror to like brag about legal terrorist attacks.
Yep. At the same time, I'm just saying, yeah, man, but they're gonna sue. They are gonna sue. I don't
like if y'all haven't done anything. I hope it's because you're building a case. Because right now, like, I can't get mad at this trailer. Y'all letting everything else slide this year.
I'm just saying, but
and then Pokopia dropped. And And Pokopia had the logo, and like the White House took it and made an AI version, and it said like "Keep America for Americans" or something like that, or "Keep Aliens." They did something crazy on the official Pokemon.
And the Pokemon company didn't say spit. And they're usually quick to cease and desist to everybody. But you're right. But it's not surprising about this.
The same day.
Say what?
We don't want a damn statement. Just take the post down like you do everyone else.
They used to send the lawyers. They gave us what statement did they give, Joe? We don't condone this or some shit like that.
Well, no, they can't send lawyers because the lawyers will be picked up by ICE.
Fair, but like there's got to be some kind of international.
That's fair.
But I mean, like they got Nintendo America. Like there's got to be some kind of legal thing they can do because if I can find it, because my God, does this account post like a lot? Like I don't care if you are
name Howard Lincoln and tell me that he's not going to side with him.
Damn. Well, it's going to be interesting. I will say that, but Jesus. But anyway, two other bits news before we get back to the trailers. PlayStation Plus news for March. So beginning March 17th, 4 days from now. If you are a PlayStation Plus member that has the extra premiums, you will get Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, Persona 5 Royale, Madden 26, Metal Eden, Lords of the Rings, Return to Moria, Astroneer, Blasphemous 2, and if you got premium, you'll get Tekken Dark Resurrection. These games will be available March 17th, so 4 days from now on the extra and premium subscriptions. Can't go wrong with Warhammer 40K, especially Space Marine 2. Persona 5 Royale, that was my first Persona game I played. I really liked it. Madden 26, of course, that's the only football game that gets played, so what other choice you got there? The only game I'm looking forward to is Metal Eden. I have yet to play Metal Eden. I actually want to give that a shot once that's released. Of course, Astroneer and Blasphemous 2, I haven't played those, or the Lord of the Rings game. I have played Tekken Dark Resurrection. That's been a while, but still a fun game to play. But fellas, any games that you're looking forward to on this list, or already played them and suggest other people play them, or what say you?
Maybe I'll download Persona and see what the deal is. What are the basic games again? Or which ones are just on the basic plan?
Basic games already were out. This is the extra games. So the basic games I believe were
Monster Hunter Rise and two others.
Thank you. Because it was Twisted Reflection and then Monster Hunter Rise, and it was two other games I couldn't think of at the time that were the basic ones.
Okay, because I don't have the extra. I was like, maybe I'll see what Space Marine 2 is finally about. But
Warhammer,
I've heard good stuff about Warhammer 40K. Like I've heard that game is very much a fun time every time you boot it up.
Yeah, Warhammer 40K is fun. I will say Dark Tide, if you ever get a chance to play it, because that's more of a fire team way of playing Warhammer. Still recommend playing it, but yeah. But either way, still cool. Also on the Capcom side, Resident Evil Requiem, otherwise known as RE9. I've played it. Did my first playthrough on stream, so hopefully you guys got to see it. It is freaking fun. I will say this: if I was gonna grade Resident Evil, it's gonna be a 10 out of 10, and I'm gonna put it in Game of the Year status. It's that freaking good in my opinion. But because the developers about a game that's only been out for 2 weeks is now about to announce you're going to get 2 additional DLCs and a new game mode. They did not say when the DLCs are coming out or when this new gaming mode is coming out. I would have to assume it's going to be next year. Again, Resident Evil Requiem was fun, whether you played as Grace or Leon. I am not going to say anything more about the story because, again, this game is still 2 weeks old. It is fairly new. People have already spoiled on the socials. I'm not going to join that parade. I will sit there and say, guys, if you do get a chance to play it, I would highly, highly recommend that you do. But with the DLCs coming out, I'm not against it, but I'm like, fellas, let the game marinate for a little while before you announce DLCs. That's all I'm saying. But Tafari, were you going to give Resident Evil Requiem a chance when you got it? Were you going to give a chance, or are you just going to watch other people play, or how would say you?
I think I have either 7 or Village, and I feel like maybe I need to play at least one of those to get into this new kind of Resident Evil. The whole franchise has just escaped me all my life. I had 2 on the N64, but those controls were just a no for me.
So
and that camera angle was just absolute, just fuck no. I'm like, anyone who was a fan back then, man, you are a trooper. You have earned all the success of this franchise.
Now, we'll say this: 7 and 8 have our third part, our first person. So, which they do kind of give. They do kind of give the option in 7 to go third person. I think the same as an 8. I like the first person view because it's more up close. Although I'm one of the old school ones, I played with the crappy camera angles in Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil and 2 and 3. Take it as you will. It's a learning curve. But yeah. What do you say, Bam? I can play Village right now on Game Pass. Yes, Resident Evil Village is on Xbox Game Pass right now. So yes, you definitely could play it. But yeah, still fun time.
Village is also one of the games on PSN.
Thank you.
Is that the basic plan or upper tiers?
Basic and mid plan, I think. Because
All right,
Rise, RE8, and one other game.
Okay, I might check it out then.
Cool. But we're gonna definitely go on to move on to the trailer side. Back to the trailers on that one, since Resident Evil is definitely taking a victory lap. The boys. Let's be honest. It's the boys. We are getting the final trailer for the final season. And I shouldn't have to say it off the bat, but I got to. Viewer discretion is advised.
My power is absolute. At heights no one's even dreamed of. But I have a bigger destiny.
Oh, praise be. And what is it?
All right, let's get to work, yeah?
We think that Homelander is looking for the V1.
It's Thought's first iteration of Compound V. If Homelander got his hands on some, he'd be immortal.
We need to run while we can, however we can.
No, we hit him with the virus while it still works and kill every fucking suit on the planet.
I need you, Father. Did you fuck me?
What?
Just some kind of incest thing?
No.
Then what the fuck is this?
We need to prepare America for my ascension.
You want to bust now? Well, if you can't beat him, join him. Then fucking beat him.
This is our last chance. The only thing we have left is hope.
It's beta male shit, bro. War, am I right?
To those who seek to destroy me, the non-believers and backstabbers, I offer oblivion.
You guys are friends?
You talk.
All right, so that was the final trailer for the final season of Amazon's The Boys. As you can see, guys, will be coming out April the 8th. I'm happy for a couple of reasons. We are getting a final season, which means we are going to get that scene in the graphic novel, which I hope we do get, with the Supes versus Homelander and his group at the White House. Again, read the graphic novel of The Boys if you haven't already. I still think Crypty is going to take some liberties. I don't think we're going to get the exact thing from The Boys. I think that, because of characters, things of that nature, and also some things you may not be able to do on television, including on Amazon Prime, may or may not happen. Although we are getting a Supernatural reunion because we pretty much have everybody back. Almost everybody. Let's see, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. We also have Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki. All we're really missing at this point is Misha Collins, really and truly. But what do you guys think?
I'm curious to see how this story wraps up, especially since I don't know if we're getting a season 3 of Gen V, but seeing those characters are coming into the fray. Yeah, I'm curious to see how we go about like tying everything in. If Marie is potentially going to be like the asterisk in this story, and she just like nullifies everyone's powers, or if she heals Butcher, because I don't want Butcher to die. Like I don't want Ryan to be out here parentless, but I'm hoping that with her newfound powers after season 2 of the spinoff, she comes in and like fixes everyone's shit. So.
Yeah, I think Marie is going to be Homelander's kryptonite. I think. At least
and I'm also curious to see how they end up killing off the rest of the 7. Like the Deep and everybody is eventually got to get out of here. So I'm curious if it's going to be like one by one they all get killed off, or it's going to be some final confrontation. And then how Stan Edgar ends up coming back into play with all of this. And Ashley, who I don't know if that's Ashley or a doppelganger, because last time we saw her, she was like tweaking out.
Oh yeah, because she took Compound V. So it's going to be curious to see what she becomes, because technically she should have some ability, but I'm not sure, because Ashley wasn't in the graphic novel. I'm not sure what ability they'll give her. So that's
but I'm also curious if that was somebody shapeshifting as Ashley, because remember with Sister Sage in the spinoff, she was like, yeah, I thought Ashley was in charge, like not in her current condition. So I'm like, something physically had to have happened to her, or she's mastered whatever she's got going on. Not sure.
Possibly. But at the same time, like I said, come April the 8th, and yes, if you understand what Amazon usually does with their episodes, we'll probably get the first 2, and then they'll stretch it out by episode week after week after that. But either way, looks like it's going to be fun. But yeah, it's just going to be weird to see. It's going to be weird to see Carl Urban just. I'm sorry, I'm going to give it away. Read the graphic novel. Trust me, you will not be disappointed if you are of age, because it's still a graphic novel for obvious reasons. But other television that we do know about that's coming out, because again, Daredevil, Born Again season 2 is coming out. We're not too far off from the release date of March 24th for the well, we got 9 episodes at first, so we're getting the next 9. Starting March 24th, and we do got a teaser trailer for it.
This has gotten so out of hand.
I feel liberated.
Can you stop him?
Over-medicated.
Not alone.
So what's next?
I'm going to take this city back.
This should be tons of fun.
Like I said, quick, clean, and to the point. That was Daredevil Born Again season 2 trailer. As you can see, guys, we'll be streaming March 24th, so we are literally 11 days away from that. And we were kind of speculating before the podcast on where this can go, because keep in mind, Fisk is trying to run for mayor, so this is giving Devil's Reign story. We do know Jessica Jones is definitely back. Let's be honest, Mike Coulter has already said everything but the fact that he is back. Finn Jones has went dark. So I'm not saying that at the end of this, or I'm sorry, let me put it this way. I'm not saying during this 9-episode run that we're going to get a Defenders reunion. We might get it at the end, because let's be honest, they're being very hush-hush about Luke Cage and Iron Fist appearances, or even Elektra's appearance. We don't know if she's going to show up. But
didn't she die like twice?
That's just Elektra's power.
Yeah, she dies and comes back. But I will say this again: Charlie Day, Vincent D'Onofrio, you can't go wrong with their roles. But I don't want to speculate. I just know that we are getting a bit of the Devil's Reign storyline. And I just want to see we're getting Defenders at the end. That's about the best way I could put that. But what do you guys say?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the Defenders reunion. I'm curious how Luke works himself back into the story. However, I feel like between Snap and Curfew and The Void, that probably killed your nightclub business, which makes it a little more obvious you're dealing drugs and the only people that come in are your business partners. Yep. I feel like Luke isn't hard to work back in here. Iron Fist, I'm curious to see what they do. Like, do they omit Danny Rand altogether? Do they bring Homegirl back in with the Iron Fist and the sword? Is Danny showing up with the Iron Glocks and we just shoot people now?
If they do bring in the Daughters of the Dragon, I'm not going to complain because that's basically Misty Knight and her. And like you said, Luke Cage is easy because you can literally just sit there and say, I was boss of Harlem for 5 minutes. It didn't work out the way I wanted it, so I left. You can literally say that and be done with it.
And bring back Misty Knight. Y'all finally got her like comic accurate, and then we just never saw her again.
Right. And then at the same time, you can always explain the Night Nurse. Night Nurse can be explained in any way or form because she's across all Hell's Kitchen anyway. But overall, though, like I said, Daredevil is going to be fun. But Joey, anything else you want to add to it?
I mean, this is probably just going to dovetail right into the Spider-Man movie.
I can see that. I can see it going into Brand New Day. I really could, but like I said, I'm just looking forward to it, and hopefully get our Daredevil, get our Defenders reunion. But that's not the only superhero show that we know about that is going to be getting released. HBO Max and the Gun Universe and Gun We Trust gave us finally what it looks like to be a full trailer for Lanterns on HBO Max.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are. All right.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
Something is off here. I can feel it.
This is my town. You're a big shot. Noted. But stay the fuck out of my way.
Think she hates your guts.
It's the way she hates them.
This is a stupid plan.
Not that stupid.
That I don't doubt. The Green Lantern's oath is to protect people. And we both know I do a better job of this than you.
This is my job. As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing. So take a deep breath, Junior.
You're old. You're tired. And your time is up.
I don't understand. Who are you exactly?
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
Have you ever talked with the other Lanterns?
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
The squirrel. Oh, it's just funny. But anyway, guys, that was Lanterns. That will be on HBO Max. That will actually be wow, I forgot the start date already. That freaking fast. Let's see. So in August. Okay. I thought we had an exact date. So yes, we will get Lanterns in August. Again, with Hal Jordan, of course, Kyle Shelby and Hal Jordan, Aaron Pierre plays John Stewart. I am not against this. I like, and we said before from various trailers on this one. It is taking a true detective approach Which means if you've seen the show True Detective, it's kind of got that same feel to it because again, Green Lanterns are basically law enforcement, galactic law enforcement. So I'm not against it. Again, I don't even want to speculate because I don't think it's based off any story, any Green Lantern story. There may be elements from other ones, but I am just going to sit back and see where they go with this. But fellas, anything else y'all want to add to this?
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing. It's usually these two are friends, and everyone hates Guy Gardner. So to see Hal Jordan at odds with people, and potentially an older Hal Jordan, I'm curious to see what this looks like. Also, are they sharing a ring? Like, what is this whole in training stuff about? Why are we in the lost little town from Thor movie 1? I'm curious to see how this plays out into anything in space, because right now this is a very grounded Earthbound story, and we're talking about Galactic Guardians. So I'm curious if it gets crazy without the show. How much of what we just saw is like only the first episode, and then I'm not used to Hal Jordan being a dick, so I'm curious to see that in action.
Hal Jordan is usually. It's funny where Hal Jordan is more upbeat and optimistic. I'm like, no, the Hal Jordan I know is he's up there with Guy Gardner, except that he's a little less he's a little less not as detestable as Guy Gardner is. But Guy Gardner, I can understand why he is the way he is, and I can understand why Hal Jordan the way he is. But at the same time, I'm curious to see where they're going to go with this because this is a more battle-hardened Hal Jordan. So it's either, and I got it in my mind thinking it's got to be over some event that he just seems a little bit bitter. And again, I don't want to speculate because what Gunn did, and I'll give Gunn credit for this, you have given us next to nothing in this trailer, and that is fine because you don't have to give it all away. You don't have to give us a main villain. You don't have to give us the reason why they're there. You don't have to give us anything except here's Hal Jordan, here's John Stewart, Hal Jordan trained John Stewart on Earth, and of course, they're investigating. That's perfect. And yeah, man, we don't need an origin story. We really don't. There are some characters out there that have been said so many times that you don't need an origin story. Just pretty much pick a point in their timeline and go from there. It's not that freaking hard. But yeah, I don't look forward to this in August. But Joe, did you have any thoughts on Lanterns?
Why is this a really bad ripoff of Training Day?
Well,
Hal Jordan does not disrespect any of the alien lanterns, especially ones like Chip, Salak, and can't even remember his name because it's just such a bad trailer and bad iterations of these characters.
Will Sinestro show up? Possible.
Oh, and Kilowog. He won't ever say shit to Kilowog because he knows Kilowog will shove his shit in. No, this is just like, I'm open-minded about this because I'm a Green Lantern fan, but as a Green Lantern fan, this is a really shitty adaptation of Training Day. That's all this is. They better pull the He Is Business by Parallax out his ass by episode 2. Don't even try to pull that bullshit with me.
I don't even say Parallax. Parallax is not a bad option, but
is he graying in his temples?
It's a nice option, but it's Gunn. I'll put it this way: it's a nice option, but Gunn is a part of this. This is the reason why I'm not speculating.
On Guy Gardner, the version they chose to do Guy Gardner is the '90s version of Guy Gardner. Everyone needs to go look at modern Guy Gardner.
What's wrong with the '90s version?
He is the way he is because of multiple head injuries from being concussed repeatedly, from actual traumatic brain damage, from being stuck in the negative zone, from getting free of the negative zone, being hit by a bus on the way to his own wedding, which Hal Jordan interrupts and tries to marry his girlfriend.
We got to bring that up.
Yeah, I got a laundry list. This isn't me betting against Hal Jordan. I honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that this was Green Lanterns, I wouldn't watch this because this just looks like a poor man's Training Day with superpowers.
Well, from the trailer, it does kind of get Training Day vibes, except I don't see Hal Jordan as corrupted, unless that is Parallax. But like I said, it's possible. I still want to watch it because I want to see where they're going to go with this. Really, Batman punched the shit out of guy. Yeah,
it's in everything.
We know he did.
We do know that Nathan Fillion is going to be in this as Guy Gardner. He may be a more updated version of Guy Gardner with more current hairstyle, or he could still be bowl cut guy, but this just did not interest me in the least. As the biggest Green Lantern fan out of the three of us.
Yeah, I was waiting to hear your opinion.
He's going to. I'm waiting.
This version of Jon Stewart is fine. I am completely okay with it. It's not even me being petty against Hal Jordan at this point. This just looks like a bad version of Training Day with superpowers. And we better be on Earth for minimum 2 episodes.
I think we're going to be longer, but I said,
we need to be on Earth for only minimum 2 episodes.
Yeah, because I don't want us to spend the entire show in this dumpy little town figuring out when there's a whole space and a council of old men people and Kilowoggs and squirrel people and all this and Razor if he's
Say what?
I said go to Eastmold, go interact with the Red Lanterns, go to Koger, go see what the hell Sinestro is up to with the Yellow Lantern Corps, go to Mogo and see what the hell the giant-ass Green Lantern planet's doing. In a thing of intergalactic space cops, I don't want to be in bumfuck nowhere for more than 2 episodes.
I just want to say.
I'm also really tired, so a little bit cranky if we haven't noticed.
Fair, but that's also my thing. This is the most galaxy world-building potential characters we have in DC so far, and I'm not trying to spend it in the town that Thor got banished to in his first movie.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with this one. But yeah, we got till August to find that out. So back to the gaming trailers. There are a few of them that were announced during the futuristic game show, which to me and Joe's surprise, they decided to do it today. But considering the current climate that everything's going around, we don't blame them for wanting to do it a little bit early. Especially the fact that the GDC was going on and that folks were hesitant to go there. Again, we understand why. And to keep it very light on this show, we're not going to say the reason why, except that you basically put it in your cup. We're going to leave it at that. You're going to put it in your cup to make it liquid cold. If you can't figure that part out, I can't help you. But with the trailers that we did get to see future games, this one called Samson, I think we covered this one a little bit because they didn't give us a lot off this. But if you haven't seen it, here's the trailer. And yes, it's probably going to remind you about 3 different games. But check it out.
As far back as I can remember, I worked for other people. They called it opportunity. I called it debt. The city never stopped moving, and neither did what I owed. I never picked the smart job. I picked the one that brought me another day. In Tindleston, nobody waited their turn. If you gave them space, they took your teeth. Sometimes you didn't need skill. You just needed something solid. You hear that? Yeah, that's the sound a face makes when it meets regret. Pain built up. Adrenaline took over. I didn't fight to win. I fought to finish. Cars had weight. Every hit mattered. The more work I did, the louder the city got. Miss a payment, and they reminded you. They weren't negotiators. They were punctuation. When the day ran out, so did your luck. Sleep didn't fix a thing. It just reset the clock. It was all connected. Time, debt, violence, and speed. People talk about freedom like it's a feeling. They have no idea.
All right, so that was Samson, a Tindleston story that'll be coming out April 8th. on the Steam, only for Steam and in the Epic Game Store. And Bama, you kind of beat me to the point on that one. It is a little bit of GTA. It is a little bit of GTA and Drive because I did get Drive.
Yeah, like the very cinematic driving, but also it fights like Sifu.
Yeah.
True Crime, Streets of Somewhere.
What do you say, Joe?
True Crime, Streets of Somewhere.
I won't even say True Crime because this. I can't even say that. And the reason why I can't say that is because this is I was like, when I first looked at this, I'm like, okay, this is different. You're basically you're a guy that's either trying to get out from a crap load of debt, which the story is you get out of prison, but apparently you owe a lot of people, you owe the mob money. So you have to pay off your debt, which I can understand that, from the premise of it all, it does seem like your regular mob story, but I can't lie. I am intrigued a little bit. I am. Because I want to see where this story goes. Now, of course, this is out on Steam. It is subject to change because it might actually wind up being on consoles the way PlayStation and Xbox are going. But for right now, it is on Steam and Epic Game Store. I may give it a shot and just wish list it because I want to see what it's about. But what do you guys think? I know, Joe, you said it was True Crime. Tafari, what did you think?
Same thing. It's like a little bit of what was the one that was True Crimes but got renamed? Watch Dogs. It was like Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, it was Sleeping Dogs with a little bit more glimmer with the fight style like Sifu, but with the cinematics and the card gameplay of like Drive and Burnout Revenge. Yeah, and then I saw a little bit of Max Payne Seeing Red action in there earlier too.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't put my finger on. Max Payne was what I was looking for. But no, I completely freaking agree. Need for Speed. I can see more Burnout than Need for Speed because you're aiming for Rex. You're aiming for Rex and endpoint and packs of impact. But again, I would give it a shot when it comes out. It's one of those indie games that kind of get your attention, but you're just trying to see where it goes. But speaking of indie games that get our attention, me and Joe watched a little bit of this before we started the show. This one is basically called The Night Dragon. It's interesting. If you haven't seen it, here's the trailer.
When all this began, no one imagined how it would end. No one finds their way back after erasing their own footprints. And sometimes, a lie can protect something worth believing in.
And that's pretty much it for The Night Dragon. As you can see, guys, it is a 8-bit game played in a 3D environment. Will be available for Epic Games, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. It looks interesting. Like I said, it's got a story. And for me, I know if it's got a good story, it'll already have my attention. It really will. But no release date as of yet. This is a wish list at the moment. Metroidvania. Yeah, I do get Metroid and Castlevania vibes from this too, Bama. But Tafari, Joe, what do you guys think?
Give me like adult. What is the game that people play that's not Minecraft? Like adult Terraria vibes, but also like, what is going on? I was not expecting gunplay and like a lot of combat and death in here.
Right. But it is interesting. Like I said, it's one of those. I thought it was like Rise to Power. If you remember that old Jet Li PlayStation game, it kind of gave those vibes, but I could be wrong. I just thought that was pretty cool. But Joe, what say you?
I can hear Jackie Chan saying, "I don't want any trouble," just before everything goes to shit.
Fair enough. With beat 'em up, it's Metroidvania with beat 'em up elements. Yeah, that's pretty much Metroidvania.
Yeah, I mean, it's Hong Kowloon in 1986, so this is almost like a Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah,
is what it's
right.
Like an 8-bit, 32-bit, or 16-bit Jackie Chan movie.
like retro-esque kung fu movie adventure. Like this would be the cheap video game. This would be the cheap video game they make to go along with the film.
Right. But either way, it does look pretty
like if
interesting.
you go back and look at the sprite, he's even got like that shoulder length hair Jack used to have back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. So pretty much police story. I was gonna say crime story, police story.
Maybe Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah, it was still long. He still had the mullet, but he still had the mullet back then too. But either way, it does look like it's gonna be fun. Also, another game that they did on the Future Game Show announcements. This one is called Slash Zero. Now, again, this is completely new. I just thought it was interesting and wanted to share it with the rest of you guys. So if you haven't seen it, here's the trailer.
Heroes arrived unnoticed until it was too late. Slowly, time began to crumble. Watch among the fractured timelines. Fight until your last breath. And repeat. One false timeline after another. Until the Lord of the Void stands before us. Then, end this. As time hackers, this is our destiny. No matter how many times it repeats, I'll be here, waiting. Until you see the truth.
Okay, so that was Slash Zero. Again, it was also a new reveal. We don't have a release date on this one as yet. We do know it is going to be a PlayStation exclusive. So again, this is going to just be for PS4, PS5 only. I dig it just because, again, it's a different story. It does have the side scroller, so I'm getting a lot of Ninja Gaiden, again, Metroid, Castlevania, actually Ninja Gaiden Rage, if memory serves me right. But I just think it's pretty cool. But what do you guys think?
What is the game? What is the show I'm trying to think of? It's like Lelouch from Code Geass got a video game. Like, what do you... I like the hack and slash elements, but like, are we time traveling? The day is resetting? Like,
yes.
Some Fate Zero type stuff?
So yeah, it is kind of along the lines of Fate Zero. That time literally is winding down, and unless you can stop it, you're pretty much erased from existence. So that's the whole point of it. It's like you're literally trying to beat the clock.
Okay.
But I just thought it was cool because of the fight mechanics. But Joe, what do you think?
It's fine. It's not anything that I'd probably get into, but it looks okay.
All right. This other one that we do have, again, this was also, I want to say this was 2 weeks ago, but actually no, because we covered this once before and we actually got a release date for this because I can't remember if this was yours or Tafari's for Stupid Never Dies. And they finally got a release date for it because this was interesting. So I can't remember which one of us brought this up. I want to say Tafari, but I could be wrong.
Let me see what it is. I don't remember it at all.
Oh, yeah. I'll play it because I think once you see it, I think you'll remember it. But this is the release date for Stupid Never Dies.
Go die! Die where? KOM has swallowed up humankind and seized all of our collective intelligence. Since you now have the same ability he does,
you can take it all back and resurrect the human species.
I'd give my life to get hers back. Oh wait, I'm already dead.
The only way to revive her is to dive into the dungeon, eat KOM, and seize the over technology. You should start heading back. There's a special kind of miasma that drifts within the dungeon. Therefore, there is a time limit to your activities. When you return to the dungeon, it should reduce the time required to rejuvenate. The speed of your growth will increase with each trip to the dungeon. One thing is for certain. Once the power in the cold storage goes off, your girl is a goner.
And you told me this now?
I don't remember that at all.
I think you're thinking of Romeo Must Die.
I could have sworn we covered this and we were literally like, "What the crap is this?"
No,
I
I
could have
think
promised
when
we
you're
did.
thinking of Romeo Must Die. This is fine. This is neat.
I was that's it's an interesting
hack slash.
Interesting concept. It's warm bodies but with fight mechanics, and I'm not mad at it.
I really do think you're thinking of Romeo Must Die.
Do we ever get a
Because
trailer?
that's
For
the guy
Romeo?
that does Grasshopper Studios.
I was like, "Do we ever get a trailer for Romeo Must Die?" We talked about it.
Like the movie, or there's a game named Romeo Must Die.
Oh, the game Romeo Must Die.
Hold on, let me look
It's
it
done
up.
by the same. It's done by Grasshopper Studios. That's the one you're thinking of.
I could have sworn. Okay, that's gonna bug me because I could have sworn we covered this.
Is it Romeo is a Dead Man?
No, Romeo Must Die was the other one. That was the week before. I think week before last we covered that one, but I could be wrong. But no, I wanted to do that one anyway because Stupid Never Dies is a Suda 51 game because you can literally
this
sell
game
that.
seems like it's Lollipop Chainsaw. mixed with-
Chainsaw-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Lollipop Chainsaw but Hades?
Yeah, pretty much. But I just thought that was interesting though. I could have sworn I could have quiet you. I could have sworn we covered it, but either way, it looks fun. It is be able to wish list and it can be played on all platforms. But the other games that we do have, this one, I'm gonna let Joe explain Novelist because it's different. But I would say this: if you're cyberpunk, you're gonna like it. If you're really into cyberpunk or just in the world building, was it like Minecraft meet? Is it Minecraft meet cyberpunk? A good way to describe this?
It's a cozy game. It's a cyberpunk cozy game.
I still call it Minecraft meet cyberpunk. But anyway, here's Novellis.
They say when you hear your name in a dream, you wake up. Did you hear me call your name? As you know, there is a serial killer, the Aseptic, still on the loose. So the localized Unity Zone was officially acknowledged by CorpSec at 5 a.m. today. Hungry? Meridian Market is a perfect spot for some food if you can afford it.
Every day in Novalis, you have to make a choice. You gotta lift people up, or you gotta step on them. Won't always be a matter of right and wrong, but you gotta choose. That's all. Gone, kid. I'm already gone.
Well, to start, we should get this place open for the day. You'll need to place tables and chairs for customers. There should be a few in storage. Then you should set today's menu. Click on the monitor at the venue. I can't wait to see what you choose.
Good morning, boss. I didn't think old Thaddeus would ever persuade anyone to take this place on. Considering, no, nothing. It's fine. It's all probably fine.
The heart of Nivalis. It's a magnificent amount of plasteel holding all of it together. The relationship matrix is a visual display of a human or android's emotional response to your words and actions.
There's more to the Tafari's oceans than sentient slime, jump hovers, and ancient godlike AIs that lie dreaming dark dreams.
You are the regional assistant manager of your own destiny.
Hello, Nixies Pixies. I am once again coming to you from Meridian Market.
Are you gonna ask me about Volt?
Well, that was a trailer for Nivalis. And again, like Joe said, it is a cozy cyberpunk game. If you are into that, I was gonna say, did they give a release date on this? 1 second, folks. I was gonna say nope, just saying coming soon to PC, which basically PC and Steam and the Epic Game Store. So no release date as of yet. But I mean, if you're into cozy cyberpunk games, that's right up your alley. So I'm not against it. It's beautifully drawn and run. So, but like I said, I'll probably just stick to Cyberpunk 2077 on my end. But Tafari, Joe, anything else y'all want to add to that before we move on to the next?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about cozy cyberpunk. I don't know. I guess it'll be for somebody. Like if you want a more futuristic, cyber realistic-esque chill, because I was waiting for like action or some random twist to kick in and it didn't come. So
yeah,
probably not for me. I'm curious to see who does take this on. Cozy gamers will either love it or hate it, is my prediction.
Very much. Joe, what about you? You're muted. You're muted, Joe.
I'll give it a shot at the very least if I can play it. Hopefully it'll come to console at some point. I'm also not a big cozy game person, but I practically live in Night City some weeks, so I can definitely just sit there and have a ramen stand.
Yeah, that's fair. But like I said, a cozy cyberpunk game, you can't beat that. But before we go into our next couple of trailers, Tafari, I know, sir, that you went to BlerdCon, and sir, y'all had quite the time. Like I said before, he actually got to meet my spirit animal, Mr. Martian Blueberry himself, Mr. Carl Jones. But sir, like we said, we talked about BlerdCon here. If you were in the DC area last weekend, if you were able to go. Enjoy 3 full days of just blerdiness. Hopefully you guys did. I know Tafari, Chris Fury from Blerd's Eye View, and a few others were able to go up there and enjoy themselves as well. But Tafari, anything that you want to say about the con as far as, you was kind of the man up there, sir?
Yeah, if you spend your money with us for advertising on the live stream, we're not pissing it away. So just letting you know, the funds very much helped me get there last minute travel. That was Kiro Bits and Jay's thoughts. And then the homie First Shade, who I got to meet for the first time, who's gone viral on TikTok plenty. He came dressed as Mr. Krabs. Kiro had I'm trying to think of, I'm trying to use the right name because I know there's a lot of sorors who do it. It is, I think it's called Majorette Dances. So she taught a Majorette dance class. My man Justin, the dude had the Black Panther mobile, which he brought back to life because I think the engine died like 2 years ago.
Dang.
So he had to buy like a new factory one and bring it back. The car show was good. Ozzy was there. RZA, who I haven't seen since like COVID, ironically being like, I was just like, hey, I'm gonna go do a lap and get food, and then I ran into Carl on Friday.
As he's literally in the background.
Yeah, ran into Carl because RZA's doing a project with them, and I ran into Carl, said hi to him in Love, and then saw Godfrey, and then Love was like, RZA's right behind you, right? So then me and him dapped it up. He had his wife and his child with him, which beautiful family. Dude's had a whole lot of progress in life since I last seen him, and then that's how like the next picture came to be.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Yeah, so then I was like, I never actually met Godfrey before, but like, I'm like, you used to have your old Instagram before they like nuked it. You used to send me like a lot of like motivational shit at 3 a.m. And then I'm like, I don't know if you thought if it was for me or if you thought I was somebody else. And then these two just laughed like, yeah, that's him. It'll be like Farrakhan quotes and book recommendations at 3 a.m. for no reason. And Godfrey's like, yeah, that sounds like some shit I do. I'm like, okay, so that was just something he did back then. But
nice.
First time meeting him, getting all them together. Yeah, got a hardcover copy of Weirdo because I told Tony I would buy a book eventually, but I wanted to like get it signed. So birthday gift to myself, I bought a book, and then I bought a copy for my sister and my brother, which brother should have his own base right now. My sister's is supposed to likely get in there tomorrow. Tony was also having a ball that weekend because he was right across from the Virus Graphics booth. So like right as I took this picture, Carl and Love brought Godfrey and RZA up to meet Ozzy and everybody, and I kind of helped with introductions. And even during the panel, Godfrey was like, dude, that guy Tony Weaver, man, I love his stuff. Like the way he incorporates everything together. So I think they finally got to meet this weekend too.
Nice.
Yeah, Dion, who actually runs press at DreamCon, was there, so he was kind of scoping the joint out. So a lot of the crowds are blending together now, especially in this current era, which I love seeing. So this is all like right in the same 5 minutes of each other.
And then you got to see Ozzy, who is always a character.
Yeah, so Ozzy was right there. So these pictures are all like a couple minutes apart.
And I meant to get that video of you and Black Bunny because I know it's in here somewhere. I just have to get to it. But with you and Black Bunny, and then of course with the crew, of course with Chris Fury, with Love and Carl and RZA, in the Ed Netty cosplay, by the way, which I do love, and of course with you and Chris, because I still say you guys saved that. You guys really did save that panel. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because no disrespect to BlerdCon, no disrespect to those that are behind the scenes, but honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, y'all, that could have went south real fast.
Yeah, and as to like why I am on stage in my socks. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I got it. Let's see. Hang on.
If not, I have the short link in the private chat if that's easier.
You know what's weird? It's actually not playing the sound. Let's see. Am I unmuted? Yep, it's unmuted. All right.
Oh, the tab up top is muted.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
You were my... Oh, she temporarily blinded me.
What you mean temporarily? Bitch, you blind forever.
You were my #1 hero in my playthrough, too. I was like, my black girl getting all the jobs.
Thank you.
And this is why I sit there and say achievement has been made. You got Black Lady to do her line from Dispatch, which I thought was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, so I got that, and I don't know if I put it in the chat, but I got the group shot for it for like when we did the Dispatch meetup. Yeah, so I was like, everybody do the thing. You know what I'm talking about? They're like, no, but I'm like, let me. I forgot. Everyone's
3. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you mean temporarily? Did you blind forever?
right, well, we'll do it. Oh, wait. Malevola. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so I was like, can we all do the thing? I was like, can we do the thing? Y'all know what I mean? And they were like, no. But I'm like, also, it's Sunday. Everyone's hungover and drunk and like zombies. And we lost an hour of sleep last night. So I was like, all right, everybody just say Prism's line on 3. But yeah, then she gave the speech, which was very nice because like she's always coming to BlerdCon, so we always knew who she was. So now when she came back this year, it's like a worldwide phenomenon. So I was kind of giving her flowers backstage too.
In my email and like, hey, I'm in a video game. Would you like to be in a video game? And I was like, these gamers are really good. And then they're just a small team, and it blew all the way up. And so I do not speak for Ad Hoc. I am not a representative of Ad Hoc Studio, but I think everyone would just say thank you so much and how much they love. We talk about it all the time. I don't know how to end this interaction. But thank y'all.
I really like randomly to BlerdCon. I was like, let's do it this time to make a meet up. So I'm really grateful that you even came. And
thank you so
yes,
much.
I was
I was like, she knows. Okay. So,
I was secretly hoping that please don't let you leave after the hoochie daddy short time.
Oh, no. I'm at BlerdCon every year, just nobody knew who I was at before.
We did.
Yes.
We did.
I'm going to have my table and stuff. Come say hi to me. Then we can take like individual selfies and all that stuff.
Ooh, I know she hot.
No, I didn't go to sleep, so I'm gonna go rest.
Woo! Wow. And of course they had what was this Tafari, the dance instruction? Or
so Kiro and Justin both do it. So she does kind of like I think they call them majorette dancers or like HBCUs. So she does like a majorette dance class to like video game music. Whereas Justin has a video game dance music workshop. He was the one I was filming at Sonic Expo. And there's a game called, I guess, No Straight Roads, or that has a sequel coming out. And I guess this is like a preview track. But Justin does like actual dance and like choreography teaching in New York. So, and then Lizzie in the back dressed as Trigun. She was like, I've been trying to make it to one of Justin's classes for years. And so I came in there, kind of helped him get some B-roll and whatnot on Sunday, because Sunday kind of happens fast. His closing ceremony is at 3:30, so this is at like 11. I don't know if you can play the audio from it, but he's got a good ear for music. Him and DJ Tsunami.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because it's audio, I didn't want to chance it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to think what else.
It was. But yeah, y'all guys. I mean, I could keep going because, like I said, Tafari, in your case, you guys literally and figuratively, along with you and just CJ, y'all guys, and again, I love the. You want to tell the story of the flip flops and how you almost died on stage?
I think if you keep going through the photos, it's in there.
It's in there. Now, why you give me a mission like that?
I think it's one of the screenshots I put in there. Yeah, that was Skip's panel. That's Kiro with the. Okay. Yeah, that's literally me trying not to bust my ass on stage. So, and I think they finally put the footage up. So let me see if I can find it, and we can all go through this tape together. But yeah, so I tried to like be cool and like, hey, I'm gonna walk off stage now and let Chris do this because I was literally running. I was basically doing laps back and forth, trying to get the stuff together and set up the guest and find Godfrey, who was supposed to be on there, ended up being a special guest, even though he's on the schedule. Let me see. It's gonna be.
I didn't think they caught you in mid fall.
That's just a screenshot. So I set up my camera on the side, like literally, if you watch the footage on Blerd's Eye, I literally stab my tripod down and jump on stage. So that's just a screenshot of the footage I caught. But if you go to 1 minute and 20 mark here of the clip I just sent, and then I have dispatch meetup if you guys want to look at it. Yeah, if you go to like the 1 minute and 20 mark of what I just sent, and then you'll see. I was like, hey, I'm gonna get off stage now. And then, so like literally 1 minute, 20 seconds. I'm not up here very long. Yeah, me and Chris are doing our banter.
Well, body y'all too then, damn.
All right, we're here for the real people. We're here for Marshall Blueberry Consistent. Carl Jones, Love Jones, Asheru, we here.
Yeah, I didn't know Asher was coming. That was a surprise to me completely.
Do better than that, y'all. Get that up. Come on.
I'm using Plank as a prop.
There is going to be a Q&A session later. You'll see me running around with the mic, just looking for the man with the plank of wood, all right?
Right. Put the mic down like a normal person, and yep.
We planned that.
So
the whole fact to just
like it caught my ankle and then like the little spot between my toe and my like feet. So that is why I'm on stage in that picture with Chris in my socks, because I'm like, you know what, I'm not doing this right now or like gonna hurt myself. And what you can't see when everyone's up on stage is me running behind that big ass stage. Like even when Godfrey comes on later, because like, who am I giving this mic to? I'm like, that's mine. I need it for Q&A. Give it. And then if you jump to, because this probably has a better angle of it. Let me see if I can find where it happens, where freaking Bill Johnson comes out of nowhere for Q&A. Because I was like, you know what? He's in full costume. I'll go ahead and give him the mic. Is this it? Is this it? Yep. Go to 1:14.
1:14?
All right. 1 hour, 14 minutes. So I was like, you know, he's in the full costume, so I'll let him go up there.
Okay.
I did not know he was going to jump on stage in the full pimp named Slickback outfit.
Like to say that of all the niggers in niggerdom that have ever niggered, these are my niggers. Yeah! There we go.
Yeah, so they premiered a new show. Everyone had a ball. If you want to go back to the Facebook slideshow, we could just run through the rest of the pictures really quick.
All right.
Let me see. That was panel. So yeah, Bunny, the Black Nerd Podcast, shout out to them. Bunny was literally wrapping up her panel, so she was backstage as we're trying to get Carl and Love together, and she was like, "Oh my god, I love y'all!" Oh yeah, Navy with the birthday gift of the old Archie era Sonic. Redman gave and Godfrey giving my dad a shout out, which I appreciate. But yeah, like we did the panel. Bunny was wrapping up her panel. She was talking to Carl and Love, and she was like, "Oh, I love the voice acting." And they're like, "We know who she is," but I was like, "No, she's got momentum because of Dispatch and the song, which was like a BlerdCon hit, and now it's a worldwide phenomenon. Like she is like everything right now. Like, she's not even the main character, but she's the most popular one." And then that's when she let me do the temporarily blinded. But yeah, this was just a quick family photo we were able to get. Then so this was like he came in Space Jam. But the day before, he was dressed as Hood T-shirt Bugs Bunny, and I fucking lost it. Like he had like the slanted eyes and like the ghetto T-shirt and the shorts.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy he had a dope Bugs cosplay. Let me see what else is going on. So this is the song from Never Road. This is us sneaking our way on stage because I'm like, I'm back here, so I'm not getting left out. Fuck all that. So. And then it worked over. And then Daquan showing up. Like, Daquan, who lives the closest, getting there after, like, 30 minutes after it ended. So I took a bunch of those They Will Kill You bags and just gave them to his kids. So I'm like, I don't want y'all to go home empty-handed. But yeah, I haven't seen him since, like, 2021. So this was our first time catching up in years. And just getting good vibes from him. Yeah, so this is like a birthday haul. I got the Redman print from Ozzy. So, like, catching up with him and just find out how much he's actually been paying attention to my life was actually really cool, man. I appreciate him. Told me happy birthday and everything, and catching up with him, just letting me know I moved correctly. What else did we got? Yeah, this is the majorette dance. So I don't think the music is too loud, but
I'll mute it anyway.
Okay, so yeah,
safe side. I'll mute it.
Yeah. So, and then the way she was saying, they stand, and then she stands, and then the rest of them kind of take over.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went through like all. So this was basically all the dances she taught them at once while dressed as SpongeBob.
Nice.
So yeah, her and Justin are like good at this. I'm just like, yeah, I know Justin teaches professionally, but I think she is also, I forget which part of the D9 she is in, but her and her boyfriend are, Soares and Fred.
No, let me not guess, because I was looking at the moves. I'm like, let me not guess.
They had a photo of the blurred D9, and I'm trying to find it.
Just by the hand motion, I'm like,
I'm like, I've seen it before. I just can't put my finger on which one it is, and I'm trying to make sure I don't missay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it alone, because I was like, if I say it, I'm gonna probably be wrong.
I don't know if you can tell by the hand signs in this photo. Let me see.
Oh, sorry. So I was looking at Godfrey just having.
So I go down it's like 1 a.m. at this video, and Godfrey comes down with a root beer in his hand, and they're just like, "Nice, your brother." And so then they start playing music, and this is why we couldn't find him for the panel in the morning, because he was doing this till like 3 a.m.
Good old time.
Yeah, he found his African family called him over, and this is where they were for like the next hour. And then the panel happened, and then Carl texted me and was like, "Hey, are you moderating?" I'm like, "Dude, I've asked 3 years in a row, because the guests are usually some people that we know. And we usually just get left on red, so I don't stress it." But then when Carl texts me, like, "Hey, are you doing our panel?" I'm like, he's like, "Are you not moderating?" I'm like, "I'll do it if you need me to, but no one's told me anything yet." So then he's like, "Oh, they said Chris is doing it." I'm like, "Cool, which one?" Because between your team and mine, there's 3 of them. Right. He just said LOL. I'm like, "Look, man, just text me if you need me. I got you." After a while. Oh, yeah, Red Man.
This was the one for your dad.
About it. Yo, salute, King, salute.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, they had Red Man trying to. We were already late.
I got one person that wants to say hello to you. This is my father.
Hey, what's up, brother? You already know I appreciate you carrying my record in your crates. Your son told me about it. Yo, salute, King, salute.
Appreciate you.
Skimmer, who got the skis to my beamer? Who am I? The girls, them sugar. What's up, man? Hanging out with your son at BlerdCon, man. He said he was a fan. I think so. I don't know. He might be lying and shit. But yo, nice to meet you, sir. Your son is dope. I'm learning so much being here, man. The black intelligentsia in this bitch.
Appreciate you.
But yeah, Godfrey was having a ball, because that was his first time in like the world of black nerddom. That was his first convention too. Same for RZA. So he was like, "Yeah, like I'm like a train ride away. I don't know why I've never been here." But yeah, and then I don't know who he got on the panel. It was like he's like, "I tried anime before, but I started with that Attack on Titan shit." He's like, "I don't know why. Like, why is everybody butt ass naked? What is going on? Why did like this dude's mom got eaten the first episode, and everybody's just like, nah, like." He's like, "Anime is cool. I remember Ultraman and like Super Sentai. I'm just gonna live with my memories." Yep. So I'm like, you would get a lot of good recommendations from Joe probably on how to lean into anime, because he's like, "Yeah, Astro Boy, Ultraman, that was my shit. This Attack on Titans, like I got away from the new stuff." Skip had he had his blurred out panel, and he does his Unity ending that he does every time. I apparently made someone angry with the Tourette's joke.
Damn.
But
and that was the meetup. Yep.
The dispatch meetup, Justin. This is us working. This is me just barging my way onto the closing ceremony.
As Hilton, it's Hilton.
It's gonna be insane. So I look everybody from the BlerdCon team, associates, friends, people that hitch the ride in the back of the wagon. I don't give a damn who you are. Get your butt up on the stage. Everybody, go, 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 go. Friends and family. My man Matt Houston that did the art and the graphic design right here. My man Marcus, the visual, Marcus Williams, doing the character. So I need you to be ready. I need you to be on war footing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be insane. So I look everybody from the BlerdCon team, associates, friends, people that hitched the ride, friends and family.
Yeah, so that's
people that did the art and the graphic design right here.
Yeah, so that's me just working my way up in the Space Jam fit, and then me, Fury, and the three black geeks off to the right. And I was like, well, since I'm already backstage, he's like, everybody get up. Yeah, that was a zoomed in cut. That's us on stage. Y'all can see we're doing wrestling, and our BlerdCon Slam is the theme for next year.
And that's the thing where a lot of people, which again, I gotta play this too because I still say this was a missed opportunity. Because this was Carl. I think this was Carl. Yeah, he was in.
This is this is day one. So this is like when I'm skimming in the background. I swear to God, I didn't hear them yelling at me. But like I ran into Carl in the lobby because like Friday morning, Thursday night is when everyone's getting checked in. So I ran into him on Friday, and me and him are like for the entirety of the speech, me and him are just in the background, just kind of like chopping it up. Let me see. This was 3 days ago. I'm trying to remember. This was day 3. Yeah, I think this is day 3. Because he's got his travel coat on, but I like missed this completely. But I was chopping up in the background with him, and then you just see me meeting all the mutuals in the background. But the fact that I didn't see this, but the fact that he like knew where the booth was and kept coming back, and talking to Chris, who helps Martian Blueberry on stream last year, is kind of what enticed him to come.
Yeah.
And then us helping with the panel kind of helped a lot because it was getting chaotic as fuck prior to that because Bunny's panel ended on time. But then our panel started like 20 minutes late because then they didn't have enough chairs on stage. So me and one of the workers grabbed a bunch of like regular chairs and put them up, only for the hotel to come down with like a cart full of couches. Then we had to take those chairs off stage, put the big chairs on. I'm doing all this again in slides. So I'm I'm starting to work up a sweat. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be up here like musty in front of everybody. And it was like, how long do you want to wait to let people in? I'm like, bro, we're like 20 minutes late. Just let them come in and grab a seat already.
Right.
And then me and Chris, like the whole conversation, when you watch how it went, we literally workshopped that like outside the door before we got in. So we're like, all right, let's go like legacy. We'll do 20 years of Boondocks. We'll lead into Carl, talk about him and Asheru, talk about like what they've seen over the years, all the fans, going to Black Dynamite, new projects, Independence, Martian Blueberry, working with Godfrey, and then new project. Now RZA was a special guest, but Godfrey was just missing. So they hit us up and was like, hey, has anybody seen Godfrey? So he's at another panel. I'm like, first he was missing. Now he's on a panel that was not on the schedule. So then they come and say, oh, we're going to make Godfrey the special guest. So I'm trying to like signal to Fury, but I don't know how to make the text on my notes app big enough. So I'm like running to the other side of the stage as to not be on camera, like holding my phone like this, trying to make it bigger and zoom in. And he's like, oh yeah, I got you. And I guess he didn't read it correctly, or I didn't make it big enough because then he started saying, I was like, we got a special guest. And I'm like, not the one you think it is. RZA, sit down. Godfrey, come here. And then he pulled, because Chris from Martian Blueberry is in the back trying to set up Godfrey to play a clip, because now Hilton is coming. It's like, we're going to make it like a WWE entrance. Like, I know y'all not having a Black Dynamite panel without me. I'm like, or he could just be in the chair that's already on stage waiting for him, because like it's empty for a reason. So at one point you could see me just come from backstage and they're like, we got a special guest and a problem. I'm like, just roll the clip, Chris. So then they play it. Then Godfrey comes out. They have a ball. But yeah, so Carl, I didn't know Carl even did this right here. So him coming back to do this was much appreciated.
Got Carl Jones in the building. Everybody just coming through this whole Y'all live right now? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Hey, what's up?
Doug Nicholson is in the building with Blerd Station, baby. All day, every day. We locked in, nigga. And stop hating and get money, my nigga.
Make sure y'all follow Carl Jones, Love Jones, and Martian Blueberry at We Are Martian B.
Love right here. Got Carl.
Yeah, so I didn't even know he did that. That was much appreciated. After that, I was running the boards by myself for a while. So we ran on a skeleton crew. So it was like 6 of us versus like the 16 we had last year.
All I can sit there and say is that was a perfect basket moment. That I was so hoping he would say it. I was like, if there's any line I would love him to say for Thug Nipsey, and it's like, as soon as he said basket it, I was like, that's all we needed. That's the sound clip.
Yeah, so there was that, and then I think I just sent the Instagram post of the blurred D9 who was there. I don't know if you can tell by the hand signs they're throwing up.
Hang on a second.
I might have put it in the wrong group. Hold
on. Did you?
Yeah, it's in the
the other group. I got it.
Yeah, so that's Kiro and Jay. I don't know what sign he's throwing up.
Ooh, so let's see. Q, Sigma, Delta. I can't see your hand.
I think when they turned, if you go to the second and third picture, I think they turned around and threw some signs up too.
Okay, that's I can't. She's got one finger up. I can't tell from her. She's definitely Rho. She's Delta. She's Zeta. Q. I want to say Kappa, but I can't make out that hand. But he's Sigma. I know the two boys right there. I know the two gentlemen right there. They're both Sigmas. But I can't tell old boy in the front with the red, and I can't tell old boy in the gray. I definitely know he's a Q. I want to say old girl in the left might be AKA, but the way she's got her hand turned, I can't see it. So maybe it's a lot of maybes.
So I know. Let's see. I put another one in the actual group chat this time. I think a lot of them were from Skip's frat.
Okay. Yeah, because I can tell. Yeah, those two are definitely Sigmas. Q, Rho, Delta. She might be AKA. Old girl in front with the wig is definitely AKA. She's definitely AKA, but I can't tell the girl behind her. I don't know if she's AKA as well. But again, I love the fact that the representation, so I'm not knocking it.
Yeah, the D9 has been rolling deep at like the convention scene the last couple of years. I've noticed like they have been like even at DreamCon, I saw them kind of doing like the step routines and everything, and I think that's part of what KB's like majorette dancing is about. So if you go to like the latest one I just put in the group chat, you can see the
wait a second, because I forgot I got that many windows open. Ours or
in the Get Big group chat, Skip has everybody throwing up the sign and I think saying the thing. So
okay, got it. All right. Oh, that is not new. Oh no. I don't know what the real. Me and Skip will have to have a conversation because that was not the real, sir. That should have popped. I am so glad I did not have that up. Woo, that would have been a lot of explanations. Let's try that again. God bless. That went south quick.
Yeah, I know Kiro was a majorette dancer at whatever HBCU she went to. And then I know Blurred D9 was trying to do a step show, but then they ended up getting axed last minute, unfortunately. But yeah, Skip has the.
I don't know if Skip took it down or not because now
it should be playing. It just says hey, the MAB was in the building.
Hang on, because I was like every time I click on it, it just takes me to a different reel. But let's just go directly to his thing because if it's there, it should be there.
Yeah, so blurred over. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kiro's an AKA.
Okay, that's why. Okay, that would make sense because it was bugging me about that for a second. Okay, so
and then I think if you go to his reels, the play button in the middle, next to tags.
Damn, there we go. Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all Sigmas.
Oh, okay. So Sigmas was heavy in the building then. Okay,
they're all Sigmas. There's not a different among them. Because I know I'm Sigma, Skip Sigma, so yeah, that's all. 6 Rikage is a Sigma? Dang, I didn't know that.
Apparently, I did not. Hey, look, I didn't know.
I didn't know he was a Sigma because he's right there. I didn't know he was a Sigma too. But all right. Nothing wrong. Blue 5 in the building. But no, it just like I said before, the reason why I wanted you to talk about it because again, BlerdCon, as we've said it before here, we've said it on Blerd's Eye View. It is an entire vibe. We have said it. We have really said it and keep on saying it. BlerdCon is growing. And of course, they are, like as Tafari said, they are having their next year, 2027, is going to be called Slam. If you get a chance to go, please go. If not for yourself, it is a vibe, it is a culture, it is a homecoming, and as others have said, they're going through withdrawals right now. They're playing old school R&B. I can tell you right now, Chris Fury is probably still playing old school R&B right now, and he'll be the one to tell you because it was a vibe there. Unfortunately, I did not get to go. I hope I can take my family next year because I want Obi and Zuri to experience BlerdCon because I want them to have fun there, and also my son, also my oldest Chad, I want him to go too. But like I said, if you get a chance to go, guys, please go. You will not be disappointed. And as you can see, it is family oriented and it definitely is fun. But thank you, Tafari, because again, I just want to give you your flowers due because between you and CJ and Chris and Tsunami and Flo, Flo would kill me if I forgot her. Y'all guys did an exceptional job for what you guys were able to do at BlerdCon, and I definitely want to give you all guys flowers for everything because this is why I keep calling you the myth, the legend at this point. Because so many people know you and the work you do, man. And I just always want to give you your flowers, even though you are being humble as all get out about it. But you definitely have put in the work, sir. I just want to definitely let that be known. That's what I'm getting.
It is appreciated. It was the Hail Mary, very last minute. Again, shout out to especially the indie dev game sphere that came out. Aerial Knight and Drop Shot, Gravity's Edge. Mm-hmm. Who else? Niemacop with Relooted, Kappa ENT with their Panic Jam Odyssey game, and then our actual biggest paid sponsor, which was Otaku Noir, which is the reason I was even able to go, which, my God, Southwest, I know inflation is happening, but I used to be able to get in and out of a trip for like $300 max. I spent almost all the sponsor money getting in and out of BlerdCon. That was, and I get it because that money came late, but them bag fees and now seat fees, like it's getting real out here and it sucks. Thank God I beat the shitty ass TSA lines. But yeah, thank y'all who all I reached out to and let me come up with a good sponsor reel just so we didn't have Hanif and Otaku Noir up there by themselves who gave us trailers to use. People who sent me their projects and actually returned a text message. Trey Mosley, Roxy Hayes, everybody who's a part of like the podcasting reel, Kira, Blerd's Eye, Melanin Minds, Midnight Comics, everybody who's a part of that trailer reel we do. And then Trey, whose Kickstarter got funded magically the next day after we played his trailer. So we only needed it for like 12 hours.
Oh yeah, definitely want to shout out to Trey Mosley and his project that got, and it need to be funded. So again, I just like the fact of I just love the fact of seeing good work. If that makes sense.
I also know nothing about wrestling, so when people got up and started just chanting yes and doing like a haka dance circle, I'm like, I'm gonna guess this is like a WWE thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Joe, you're muted. Joe, you're muted if you're talking.
I need this education, so please unmute yourself.
The yes is Daniel Bryan. The haka dance could be the Usos.
Okay, because they literally got up and like took a section of chairs and formed a circle. They were just going, yes, yes, yeah. I'm like, are we just happy for the theme, or is it like my knowledge?
That could be Daniel Bryan, but the haka is like Joe said. That could be the Usos. That could be the Tongas.
They were chanting yes, but like also hitting these while doing it. So I'm like, I don't know wrestling.
They could be doing Bullet Club.
I was like,
that could be Tonga's Bullet Club. Actually,
I was like,
that could be it.
I was like, if somebody wants to come dressed as Zeus one day and then Debo from Friday the next, that'd be a great tribute cosplay. Just no Hulk Hogan's, please. That's all.
Oh no, if you cosplay as Hulk Hogan, you getting jumped. Let's just go call it what it is. Just if you decide to take that route, you're asking to get your butt kicked. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
The only way you can get your ass beat hard in that is if you come as 90s era double Jeff Jarrett.
They probably may give him a pass.
No,
And-
I
oh,
mean
and-
early '90s Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Joe. Me and you know it, and that'll be instant beatdown. These kids may not know '90s Jet. No, they might not know '90s Double J.
Is Gray Suit Vince McMahon off limits officially?
Yeah,
Vince McMahon is off limits officially.
I wouldn't test
just because I feel like Vince is like in trouble, but not getting the same kind of flack Hogan is. So I'm just like, I wonder what cosplays are going to be like. Hey, man, for real, next year.
Well, I mean, there was that one time where he scriptedly said the N-word on live television.
Yes,
and didn't get
then
touched.
Booker T just like he did not just say that,
and didn't get touched.
Well, no, because that was scripted.
It was scripted, but at the same time, I'm looking at Booker T. Everybody, you know, the crazy part is they had to safe test that one because I was like, oh, that might actually do it. That actually might do it. But no, Slam is definitely going to be the theme for BlerdCon 2027. So hopefully you guys will be able to join us in DC.
Yeah, even I think it was Jade Cargill had a match last weekend.
Yeah.
And literally as we were wrapping up, because one of the big like hotel lobby TVs is next to our area, we were packing up and people were like flooding our area to watch Jade's match. So the fact that wrestling's, I was like, oh, that's perfect timing because they were literally flooded the television last night just to like watch her for free and like cheer as a crowd. But
yeah, because I think that was the Elimination Chamber that was going on at the same time BlerdCon was. I think if memory serves right, I think that was the PLE at the time.
I wasn't sure what match. I just saw her name and face. I'm like, okay, that's why everybody's like crowding our spot because they were like pulling up chairs and everything. I'm like, I'm glad she's got the support she does. So I don't know who they're gonna try to get for next year. I don't know if next year will be the year of wrestling guest. God bless them. I will be there to help. However, my wrestling knowledge is minimal, so probably won't be hosting panels. If you need me to run around the room again and do laps and lift chairs and do Q&A, I got you.
I'm hoping I can do that. I'm hoping I so want to be a part of that, especially if they do get wrestling talent on there. But we are going to skip the rest of the trailers just because we are kind of looking at the time. We're already 2 hours in. So, fellas, very quickly, do we have any TV anime reviews for the week?
Arthur Boyle from Fire Force. I'd like to formally apologize for every time I've laughed at you for the last 3 seasons. I was unfamiliar with your game. You truly are the Night King. I will never disrespect that title again. I wanted to make a video, but I'm like, I can't even post screenshots from that fight. Like, Jesus, that was some season 2. That was some season 2, the final battle Demon Slayer type shit. And people are complaining, oh, the fight wasn't good. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, y'all complain about every. Oh, did you see that impact frame at fight? No, I was very much enjoying like how loony this show is getting with every episode as reality is literally undoing itself. Yeah, Arthur versus Dragon was worth the hype. Catching up on Haikyuu. Apparently that rooster fight anime is around the corner, so I guess we can check that. We can start watching that as a group, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's it for my watches. I'm behind on everything because of BlerdCon. So, Joe, what you got?
Kamen Rider Zets pulled off a great episode 25 shenanigan. Man, that was like hilariously good. I've not seen a mid-season refresh that good since Kamen Rider Drive.
I agree.
So to probably know you're behind on it, pretty much they said everything past episode 1 has been a dream sequence that he has been in a coma since being hit by the car in episode 1.
Yeah, I know it. Did I not say that?
So it is and it isn't. Pretty much he has the same power as Wesley Dodds from the JSA where he has prophetic dreams.
Yeah.
So the entire first half of the season is a giant prophetic dream that if he doesn't stop it, ends the world.
Yeah. Which I thought was nuts, but hey, I'm sorry, Joe, but keep going because that part I agree with.
Yeah, but like, didn't I say the first time he got hit by the car, I'm like, watch this turn into some. Did we just get Yu Yu Hakusho?
Well, they were very, very creative about it because they gave you very clear signals of when he's awake and when he's asleep.
True.
Because of the moons.
That is true.
What else am I watching? What else came out? Sentence to Be a Hero is still super duper good. Like that definitely needs to be seen.
Yeah.
Fear is still really good. Live action shows, Blue Bloods came back. Star Trek ended its first season. Star Trek Academy ended its first season very well.
Yes.
The Rookie had a zombie episode.
Yep.
Like just a legit zombie episode, which was interesting. I think the episode was his name was Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so good. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider is just everyone fires on all cylinders and like the weirdest and like all the cylinders are nowhere close to each other.
Just you have to love him. You have to love him.
Honest to God, if I can afford it, that's going to be an MTAC costume. I just got to go on eBay and find a festival mask.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Starfleet Academy is really good. And
I got like 3 episodes in. I need to catch up.
Yeah, Starfleet Academy is really good. I think it's only capped out at 8 episodes for the first season, but yes.
10.
It's 10? My bad.
8 episodes. Is it 10?
Are you sure it's 10 or is it 8?
I think it's 10. Well, actually, I mean, I have my phone right here with the Paramount Plus thing. I can just look.
He fought a bear. Well, yeah, common. Yeah, he did.
Help the bear.
He helped the bear because the bear was asked for help in the first episode. But no, Starfleet Academy is definitely worth a watch. Again, it is a very different Star Trek, but again, it is one of those that really, I'm gonna be honest with you, almost everybody can get into.
10 episodes because episode 10 dropped last night.
Okay,
so Monarch.
Okay,
Monarch.
So
yeah. Season 2 for Monarch is out now.
Yeah, it should be.
Yes, season 2 for Monarch is out. Everyone is. I love the internet because everyone is just the same as us. Is like, oh, we're fighting Biolante. It's Titan X is like, motherfucker, that is Biolante. Do not cross us. You are new. We are not.
Well, we have to be nice, Joe. We have to be nice.
We are. We're being nice. We're not burning him at the stake. We're just like, it's Titan X. Like, here's a picture of Godzilla fighting Biolante in the Biolante movie. This is just Biolante. No, you're wrong. It's Titan X. Like, this is just Biolante.
Any other updates, Joe?
Zootopia 2's on Disney Plus.
Did that finally drop? I've been seeing all the promos.
That come out? Yeah, it just dropped today, didn't it?
No, Wednesday. It dropped Wednesday.
Oh wow! I'm way late.
Joe is talking about. Bama, what do you mean? Which show are you confused on?
He's talking about Monarch.
Yeah, it's Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It's the Godzilla movie spin-off show. Bama.
It's set between each Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
So season 1 is set after Kong meets Godzilla, or after Kong versus Godzilla, New Empire, and this one is set post it, and it's going to be setting up Supernova, which is the Godzilla versus Space Godzilla movie.
Yep. So either way, it's going to be a lot. Which is on Apple. Yep, you are correct. Monarch is on Apple. On Apple TV+.
Yeah, Zootopia 2 dropped. Definitely worth a watch. And apparently, they announced who Mother Gothel's going to be in the live-action remake of Tangled. And
which
it's like
we don't need.
Yeah, Catherine Hahn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
A remake we don't like. Why are we remaking that in Moana? Like, y'all just got
So
here.
I'm okay with them remaking Tangled because that undoes Zachary Levi being Flynn Rider.
They have to erase that from existence.
Wait, what's wrong with Zachary Levi's?
Remember the guy who played Shazam and then thought Shazam 2 was screwed because of the writing, and then he tried to trash DC, and then he pretty much got blackballed from DC.
Zachary. Oh, right. I don't know why my mind went to the guy who played Siler from Heroes.
Also, he went like full anti-vax and other things.
Yeah, he went full Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, so What we're saying here is it was Agatha all along again.
Yeah. All down the witches.
Anybody that's going to be a great person that's going to be a mother who gaslights the shit out of her daughter, it's going to be Catherine Hahn.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't have any updates myself. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that Joe has already went over, pretty much I agree with him. Didn't really get to catch up on a lot of things because again, life be lifing, but hopefully next week we'll have what we need from there. So we are going to go ahead and cap at this point, guys. We do thank everybody that liked, that watched, that let's go live. We certainly appreciate that. We always do shameless plugging like we always do when we get off this show. I will start with the man, the myth, the legend, who is recognized by Godfrey, Redman, and apparently Black Bunny. Tafari TV, one of the people know, aside from you resting, where you can be found, what you'll be up to, and what you're doing.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. It was good finally meeting Godfrey, but that was my first time moderating a panel. Great way to bring in Chapter 31, which moderating a panel for people I've met at different points in my life and connected with, and now they're all together as a unit. So that was a perfect come together. Please, if you get a chance, little ramblings here and there on my main channel, Tafari TV, but that's kind of slowed down while I play catch up on the logistics and stuff from the stream. If you were on the stream, I've timestamped it already and found everyone's social, so that's done. I just got to get numbers and stuff back to the people who let us use their projects or gave us money. And that's still, it's been a week and that's still taking me some time. I posted, if you go to my gaming channel, you can see some of the goofiness there. I got to do the Dispatch cosplay meetup, which I posted. Me and Black Bunny got to do the Prism voice line, which was hilarious. Probably posting more photos tomorrow. A little bit of anime recaps. I have 2 episodes of Primal I got to recap on before the finale on Saturday, which I think I'll just do a recap of all 3 episodes next weekend. Primal is going crazy. I finally caught up on maybe the One Piece live action we'll go over next weekend as well, since that just dropped too. Please go to Blerd's Eye View and check out the panel. We just posted our footage of it. We got permission from Martian Blueberry to upload the whole thing. There is a new animatic that is in it. Can't really see it, which is why they let us post it, but you can kind of hear it, and it's hilarious. The whole crowd is dying. I'm not sure what they're going to do for funding or how they're going to bring that to life. Please feel free to check it out, though. Streaming, I'm slowly trying to get back onto my schedule. I don't know how much longer is left in the game, but we streamed a little bit more of Bakugan Battle Brawlers for the Wii today. Currently making my way through the story. Actually, a very well done game for a TV tie-in. They're usually lazy as hell, but this one's actually very unique. Shout out Toys R Us for having a special edition. I think that is everything. But yeah, follow my Instagram. More birthday BlerdCon adventures will be posted soon enough.
All right. Thank you for that, sir. Also a busy man about town himself. Joe, want to let people know what you're doing and where you can be found and what you're up to, sir.
Sleeping, working. That's pretty much it. Sleeping and working. No, serious answer. I am either at my first job, way too much because now I put in about 10 additional hours of overtime in every week. So, got to make money so I can stay where I'm at. I refuse to take part in national traffic if I don't have to. Look, if you're here, you know that's valid.
Oh no, I know exactly where you said. That's why I said fair.
And if I'm not here, I'm over at Middle Tennessee Gaming, helping out in gaming the best I can. Apparently, we're going to be starting up Shadowverse. We just got a debt trading card game because we found cases for only $100. So now we're just tinkering with the in-store communities, tinkering with Gate Ruler. Which is actually a very fun game, but came out during the middle of the pandemic and only made it 5 sets before being canceled.
Okay.
I will be streaming at some point Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. That'll be over on Twitch. So that's Joe Italian last name over on Twitch, whenever I can get that started. And then Laser Print, which is the comic book podcast for both us and the Laser Time community. Now, I don't know if I'm officially unofficial or unofficially official because both TL and Chris have both blessed and shouted out the podcast on main podcasts. So I don't know what I'm certainly not making money from them. I don't want to make money off of this. I just want people to go read books that I think they should be aware of.
Well, acknowledgement is permission.
I mean, I still don't want to make money off of this. I want to do this purely pro bono for my love of making sure people read. Because LeVar Burton instilled that in me, I'm going to instill that in other people.
Fair enough.
Which, by the way, there's a marathon on PBS streaming for Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton era.
Yep.
Go watch that if you can. Go learn to read a book. But yeah, we'll be looking at this week's books. That's going to start coming out Mondays on a normal basis. God willing, life lets me. But yeah, Monday we'll have the books for the week. And then I think that's it. Unless I'm forgetting something else. God only knows.
All right. Thank you for that, Joe. Before I do get to myself, guys, although we didn't have comics this week, we didn't have Comic Bowl this week, but we still want to shout out Rick's Comic City, Nashville's #1 go-to place for comics, for mangas, for Funko Pops. You name it, they have it. Definitely check out their other locations. Nashville, Tennessee, and Clarksville, Tennessee. Of course, their website at rickscomiccity.com. Let them know the guys at Get Bit sent you. Again, you see us on their televisions. We show them love. They show us love. We want to show them love. So definitely check them out if you're in the Middle Tennessee area. If you are not in the Middle Tennessee area, guys, please support your local comic book store, support your local library, support the indie artists in your area. It will be much appreciated. Also, check out APR TV. Why? Because basically, Give It Podcast can be found on APR TV. It's an app that's on the Roku Fire Stick or the Amazon app. Again, our show and other shows can also be seen on APR TV. So definitely also check them out. You won't be disappointed. Also, BlerdStation.com. You heard us talk about BlerdStation.com. You've seen the Blerd Station stream at BlerdCon. You've seen it. You know we're about it. We put in the work. Why? Because we want to be different. $10.99 a month to stream Blerd Station. Blerd Station has movies, television, anime. You name it, they have it. Lock in and welcome home. You will not be disappointed at Blerd Station. Also, check us out, the Give It Podcast, on YouTube at the GB Podcast. If you type in the GB Podcast in your search bar, we are the first thing that pops up. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. So anytime that we do go live, we do a review or do a playthrough. Either way, guys, you will definitely know when something is live. We post it there. And again, none of this cannot be done without your support. So thank you, everybody that definitely has subscribed to us. And if you haven't, what you waiting for? Definitely do that so you can definitely know whenever we go online. Also, our podcast can be found wherever podcasts can be seen. So Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, wherever they are, you can find us there under the Give It Podcast. Also, Blerd's Eye View, myself, Tafari, and other of our brethren that are also on the show every Tuesday and Thursday. Definitely check them out, Blerd's Eye View on YouTube by typing in Blerd's Eye View. Again, it's the first thing that pops up. And if you'll scroll down, you'll notice to where you can actually subscribe to all of us here. You'll definitely be able to subscribe to Room Full of Blerds as she does her show with Navy Montel every Sunday at 7 p.m. Geek by Heart, Lainey and her husband do reviews of movies and television. Also, Lainey does do streaming as well. I can't wait to see her get back on Age of Calamity, but definitely subscribe to her whenever she goes live. Tafari TV Gaming, that's Tafari TV's second channel, where Tafari, as he said before, does go over the retro and modern games, and he does it all from a walking treadmill. He is the original person to do it. Everybody else is just trying to keep up with his stride. Of course, our show, the Give It Podcast, my other news show, How the Prepper Got Here, Navy Montel of BlerdCon Speaks. He also does dope conversations as well as streaming as well. Showquo, who also does looter shooters like Lorcana and, of course, Overwatch. Lord of the Culture, who is definitely into all things comics in Hollywood. Definitely check him out as well. Of course, Tafari TV's original channel. You can definitely subscribe to him if you haven't already. And even though she is not here, she will definitely not be left out. Whoop-de-freaking-do or Fresh Nails Pressed by Z. You can definitely like and follow her there as she is a nail artiste. So all custom nail jobs, you can definitely reach out to her. And hopefully she'll have a booth at NerdCon to where she can definitely show her wares because she is immensely talented. As for myself, guys, Black_Spartan615 is my personal social. You can definitely follow me there. Just don't make it weird. I don't have to start blocking people. I am also doing streaming as well. I just finished Resident Evil 9 Requiem last week before last. I haven't decided what the new streaming game is going to be. I will hopefully have that decision tomorrow night, to where I'll do another playthrough of another stream of game. I don't know if I'm going to do Neon Light, which is also a game on Steam, or I might do a Final Fantasy game. I haven't really figured it out yet. But again, follow me on Twitch or on YouTube under Black_Spartan615, and we'll definitely go from there. Aside from that, guys, cons are wonderful. Hopefully, guys, if you had a chance to do BlerdCon, or if you can go to DreamCon, again, support these cons because they definitely do need us. The rules still do apply, ladies and gentlemen. Before I do get to the rules, let me also say this. Mental health is important. Please protect your mental. Whatever the mind does, the body follows. There are plenty of help, guides, and services out there. So if you do need mental help, they can definitely help you before you decide to take that last resort, which again, you are wanted, you are needed. You are definitely you are required to be able to give your verse in the song of life that we're all a part to. At the same time, men, I am saying to men, guys, please go to the doctor. I cannot stress this enough. Workouts and physicals. I do work out. I work out like a madman. I do get my annual physical, but it's not enough. We are getting to the age now where we have to make sure that we are going to the doctor, that we are getting checked out. Look, I just turned 43 2 days ago. Again, and also everybody who told me happy birthday, because me and Tafari are both March babies. So again, happy birthday to all those. Happy birthday to Tafari. But then again, thank you everybody that told me happy birthday. Again, I appreciate it. But guys, I'm 43 years old. I'm 10 years older than Tafari. I cannot stress enough. There are things I'm not looking forward to in my next doctor visit, but it's got to get done. So again, if you are my age or older, go to the doctor. You got no excuse. Now, about the con rules. Rule number 1, respect the cosplayer at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. It's not that freaking hard. Rule number 2, which I am so happy, folks, we're doing it at BlerdCon, although I do want compensation for that rule because I was saying it well before everybody else does. Hygiene is important. Soap, water, clean clothes. I cannot stress enough. Please do not go to the cons musty and funky and spreading germs and whatnot. We are still in the middle of cold and flu season. Be nice and be kind about that. And also, guys, last one that I have for myself, I have for everybody else. Be nice, be kind, talk and share your fandoms. Don't be a dick. At the same time, don't do a Hogan cosplay at a Black Con and you won't get jumped. And we do know it's the weekend, guys. So I do know everybody wants to relax. Everybody wants to wind down. It's understandable. But please, 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 please make smart decisions. Go home safe and happy. Nobody wants to be in jail over the weekend or worse. That being said, guys, we'll hopefully be back here next week. Same Get Bit time, same Get Bit channel with news of the week. And again, enjoy the weekend, guys. Enjoy the weather. I hope, hopefully if you're not up north.
If it's not super bipolar, it was freezing the first 2 days of BlerdCon. Then it was hot by the time it was over. Then it was cold again that night. And it's been on and off, storming here and snowing other places. So all I gotta say is, all I gotta say is Mother Nature is playing a D&D campaign, and her rolls have been less than 5. So if you are able to get out and enjoy the world, please do so. And like I said, check on your friends, have fun, protect yourself. It's not that bad. That being said, any last words? Any last words, gentlemen, before we call it a night? Happy 43rd.
Thank you, Joe.
I'm going to bed.
Joe has been through it. He's been working 7 days straight, poor man. That being said, guys, thank you all for watching. I've been Spartan. He's been Tafari. He's been Show Guy Joe. This has been the Get Bit podcast for tonight, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and I promise we'll get through this. Live long and prosper, guys. We are out. Peace.